guys, I don't know if anyone's in the live chat yet. I don't know why you start the video that way all the time, Kaylin, but that's awesome. Okay, so this is part 2 of the Nazi Pug Trial trilogy. No, the case is not over yet. We are on another break, and maybe, hopefully, the third part of this update will be figuring out whether this man, Count Dankula, is going to jail for teaching his pug to Sieg Heil or not. Yeah, it's just a ridiculous premise overall. But I may have just had one of the most difficult situations in my journalism career ever. I think I explained it a little bit on Twitter. You know when you're in a classroom in university and your teacher says something just a little ridiculous and they don't really notice, but you and your friend do, and you both are trying so hard not to laugh because you know you'll get in trouble for disturbing the lecture? Basically had that experience in there with Kaylin, where the Crown kept saying, gas the Jews. He just kept saying, he's like, and this man in his video said gas the Jews 32 times and had his pug watching a Hitler speech. A Hitler speech. This pug was Sieg Heiling. And the Crown was like getting emotional and kept making these ridiculous like analogies. He's like, this man, this had nothing to do with a cute pug. He wanted to fill football stadiums full of Jews and murder them. That is what this man was suggesting. Gas the Jews. And like he just kept going on. And like my cameraman and I were sitting there like, Count Dankula made it very clear from the beginning of the video that it was a joke of his pug. Like just the ridiculousness of a pug being a Nazi. You shouldn't have to explain that it's a joke. And like my cameraman and I were just like wheezing. I had my head between my legs and I was like nearly crying because I didn't want the police to see my face and kick me out of the courtroom. Kaylin just had to run out the back because he was about to just burst out laughing. All of the mainstream media there were staring at us, mortified that we were laughing at this man's like tale of tragedy about how this pug was gonna raise the Fourth Reich and kill 6 Guerrillian people. Like it was just the most ridiculous thing I have ever seen in my entire life. I could not believe that I was witnessing this in a courtroom. Like, I've been to normal court cases, but I have never been to meme court. And meme court is a whole nother story. It is the most unbearable thing I have ever been through. And I think one of the worst parts, this is actually on a more serious note, the Crown wanted to make it quite clear to the judge. They said, if he was joking, this is a terrible thing to say, even if he was joking, but we want to make it quite clear that the Crown believes he was not joking. This was not a joke. They don't believe that the pug Sieg Heiling and watching Hitler was a joke. They don't buy it. They think there's some secret narrative going on where he's using his pug to try to radicalize people into Nazism, and they actually said that. They were like, if you took out the pug from this video, what would be there? There would be a man saying gas the Jews, and there would be Hitler videos. You would send him to jail for that, wouldn't you? And then he's like, the pug is clearly just a distraction for his real Nazi aims. The pug is it's a tool to radicalize people because it's cute. And it's like, I wish I were joking. Sorry, but I'm not. This was actually the argument that the Crown was making. This is the world we are living in. And we are still at the point where I don't know, a man can go to jail over these arguments. That a pug is a tool to radicalize people into the Third Reich, or Fourth Reich. I don't know. I actually don't understand what I'm watching right now. It's truly, truly shocking. And luckily I don't think I'm the only one that is like wheezing laughing in that courtroom. There are a few other people, but the mainstream media are just sitting there like gasping and shocked. They're like, yes. Preach, that pug was gonna kill 6 Guerrillian people. Preach, that pug was a Nazi, straight up Nazi. They're probably gonna just gas the pug after this too. They're gonna put down that anti-Semitic pug. It's gonna be terrible. It's gonna be horrible. I can't stand this. I can't stand what I am watching right now. It is the most ridiculous display of censorship and lack of understanding of humor. This is 2 years of court time over a pug joke. I'm sorry guys, anyways, I gotta head back in there soon. The memes are still kind of flowing through me, so I apologize if I'm not quite as articulate as usual, but I will be back and let you know if a man is going to jail for this. yeah, you'll have to wait for that part. I'll see you guys soon.